Hi everybody, this is Ospreyeye from mychartcoach.com, and we're going to take a look at 5 more ticker symbols here that should be in play here on Monday. It's ticker symbol ENRJ. Okay, this made a very bullish move on Friday. Just looking up here, you can see it closed above 70 on RSI. So that's the first time it's closed above that level in quite a while. Notice back here when it closed above 70 on the previous run, it did pull back. So we have to see if it can head higher above 70 on that indicator. The nice thing is the pullback. Notice the long upper wick down here on Friday's candle. That created a pullback on Fasto as well. So Fasto closed between 50 and 80. So there is more juice to run. It is not overbought on Fasto. So that is good. There was a big spike on plus DI. This is showing the parabolic move on Friday. This is reflecting that strong move. So this shows bulls taking control. When you see long upper wick, like the upper wick here on this candle, many times that shows profit taking, so that this is people locking in gains. What happened is back here in August, there's this August high close, the 2 high closes back in that date. The share price hit that level and pulled back, and so that's going to be the 2 levels to break here going forward. Just under 55, you want to see it close above that, and that would set up a test here around the 61 level. And so if there's a close above this high close here on the 19th of August, that could send the share price higher, testing the 75 to 82 range. And so what happened here is the candles now, after hitting that level, notice they worked all the way down to a low in November, and then it basically was trending sideways, but there was an uptrend going. Notice there's higher lows and higher highs, and now that uptrend is continuing. And so this jar has been filled. The candles has worked back up to this previous level of resistance. So if there's a break above that, then you can see the share price possibly heading up back up to dollar land. And so one of the developments here, there was this PSAR bull flip, and this was telling you the chart was heating up. And then if you look down here, there's this bullish volume spike. We like the volume spike. And then the MACD bullish crossovers. Notice there's a early crossover on the 8.13.5, and then there was a crossover here last week on the 12.26 and 9. So those both are signaling a change in trend. And so what we're looking for is a possible new uptrend starting here. Okay, let's look at GLBS. Okay, this is another ticker that has been performing well. It had some really big moves last week. RSI is still below 70. Notice on this last big run, RSI was well above 70, so it could push higher here. You have Fasto at 75, so it's still below 80. So still not overbought, even though it made a nice multi-day run on last week. You can see here Wednesday and Tuesday, Wednesday, or Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. There was this really nice moves that formed odd candles. Notice the spinning tops. This spinning top here is signaling indecision that formed on Friday. And notice the candle formed above the upper Bollinger Band. Many times when candles form above the upper Bollinger Band, the candles will work their way back into the bands, similar to back here. So we'll see if that has to happen. If it does, look for support at EMA4 at 762. That is lined up right now with this December high close, so that will be the key level to hold. You want to see that hold. If that turns into support, then we're thinking there could be a push here up to the what is this, November 16th close. And so we'd want to see a close above the November 16th close to signal more upside potential. So that is now the next key level to break. Notice there is a declining volume pattern. On a pullback, you'd like to see the 50-day simple moving average in the middle Bollinger Band hold. If the candles break below that level, it will be a risk to hold. Down here, there were a nice bullish crossover on MACD, and so that was signaling a trend change along with the parabolic SAR bullish flip. Okay, let's look at another play. ASTI. Okay, this stock here was alerted on Thursday, and it had a nice follow through on Friday. Notice first things here is RSI closed above 50 for the first time in many months, and so that's signaling that the chart is heating up. Bulls want to see RSI stay above 50. That's going to be in the bull zone, signaling more upside potential. If it drops below 50, that will be a red flag. If you look here at Fasto closed at 100, so that is is maxed. That's signaling overbought. It's temporarily overbought. Many times you'll see it might need to cool down and pull back before it heads higher. If you look here, there's a nice bullish crossover on ADX. The green line crossed the red line to the upside, so that's showing bulls are taking control. Notice Friday's candle has no upper wick. The many times of high of day close, which is called a white closing Marabuzo, that candle shows extreme bullishness, and many times that'll send Fasto up to 100. And a lot of times you'll see a dip at the open when that happens. Notice there was a close right at the upper Bollinger Band, so we'll have to see if it can push through that upper Bollinger Band. The 50-day simply moving average is the next target. On a pullback, we'd like to see this middle Bollinger Band turn into support. If the middle Bollinger Band holds, a new uptrend should begin. There was huge volume on this play down low, so if you know before the run started, so we're thinking this could run to the 50-day simple moving average. All right, now let's look at ANY. Okay, this play here, if you look here, Fasto or RSI is below 50. It needs to get above 50 to heat up and be bullish. Fasto is not looking good right now. Notice it hit 50 and pulled back. What you want to see, what you're looking for now is for a crossover. You want to see this black line cross the red line to the upside, and that'll be a signal that the chart is heating up. Minus DI here bounced off of ADX. If that crosses, if the red line crosses the black line to the downside, that would be a red flag. What happened here is there was this bullish move on Thursday. Notice there was a gap up open followed to a run above the 100 and 50-day simple moving averages. The pullback created this long upper wick, and then there was a pullback down here to a close that was near low of day. When we see this black candle form, that's a signal as to not to hold. The signal is to to go to the sidelines, lock in gains if you're in, and look for a reload lower. What happened? There was this gap between Wednesday and Thursday. That gap filled on Friday. So we're thinking if this middle Bollinger Band holds, that this uptrend could continue, and that the 50-day simple moving average could be retested. There was this big volume spike on Thursday, so this has some volume behind it, so it just needs to follow through. Okay, and then let's look here at IPI. IPI is a stock that is pulling back. It started a downtrend here. If you look here, there was a close below the middle Bollinger Band, and what happened is the middle Bollinger Band turned into resistance. Check out how the candles kept hitting the middle Bollinger Band and not failing to close above. Now the candles have pulled back down to this 50-day simple moving average and down to this 300-day simple moving average. And this doji has formed. You've got two dojis in a row, and you have this inverted doji, almost gravestone doji. What this is telling you is that possibly that people are loading for the bounce. There was this bullish reversal pattern that has formed, the bullish deliberation block. Okay, 3 consecutive lows, black candlesticks in a row, lower closes. So this is what we're looking for now is bullish reversal confirmation. What you want to see when a stock is downtrending below EMA4 is a close above EMA4, currently at 186, and that many times is a signal that it wants to push higher. Have to get through these EMAs. Once it gets above the middle Bollinger Band, a new uptrend can begin. So that is the key level to break, 208. If it breaks below the 300-day simple moving average, you could see a drop down here to the 100. There was a golden crossback here. Notice the 50-day simple moving average crossed the 200, did also cross the 100-day moving average as well, and then just recently crossed over the 300-day simple moving average. So the chart has been building strength. It broke down recently, and so we're thinking here with this doji that it could bounce. Okay, so check it out. First green volume bar in many days. MACD doesn't look good here. It was pinching on the 813.5, but it didn't cross over. What you want to see is a bullish crossover on the 813.5 to be the first clue that the chart is heating back up. And then up here on RSI, it's below 50. It needs to get back above 50 for the chart to be bullish. What did happen is there was a bullish crossover down here. So it is below 20 at oversold levels. Bulls want to see that break above 20 to show that the chart's heating back up. Okay, just keep an eye on this play for a bounce. All right, thanks for viewing these charts. You can check us out at mychartcoach.com and our YouTube channel at mychartcoach.com. Thank you.